22 and taking your mom or dad to an interview? I'm trying to figure out what dressed inappropriately meant. They going in there asking for Billy to work at McDilly. Turn your cameras on. Is this for real? Nah. It's for real. It's for real. This is a whole survey done, and people were out here struggling to make eye contact, asking for unreasonable compensation, dressing inappropriately, using inappropriate language, refused to turn on their cameras during a visual interview, and brought their parents to the interview. Where they do that at? We're going to talk about proper interview etiquette today. Thanks again. Shout out to Tydai for our thumbnail. He's got the person dressed all nicely, looking spiffy. They got the tie on. They've got a cardigan. Is that a cardigan? And a collared shirt. This person is ready to work. Let's talk about what you need to do in an interview. We've just shown the don'ts. Let's just hop right into the do's. Number 1, in an interview, show up on time, whether it be Zoom, whether it be in person. Make sure you get there on time. And if you're on time, right at 8:30, the interview is at 8:30. If you're there at 8:30, you are late. Get there at 8:15. Survey the land. Make sure you know where to park. Make sure you know if you need to go to the bathroom prior. Make sure you know how to enter the building. All these things, get there on time. You can even go there the day before and survey the land so you feel a bit more confident the next day. Don't show up to your interview late. Now, here's the deal. I understand things happen. Things happen. It's life. Your car may break down. You'll run out of gas. Although, let's not do that. There's emergencies that occur that will cause you to be late. Don't sit there and not let nobody know. Call them. Make sure you have a number that you can reach out to the store, reach out to the manager. If email is the way that you all been communicating and you know they check their email quite regularly, send them an email. Don't just show up there late and be like, oh, well, I'm sorry, the dog ate my homework. No. If you know you're going to be late, just give them a call and let them know. Typically, people are gracious. They understand that things happen. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, though. It does start the interview off on a bad foot, but you have the whole rest of the time to fix that bad impression. You're gonna have to make sure you're hit with flying colors, short of somebody like really getting hurt or dying or something like that. You're going to have to make sure you bring your full A game to your interview if, by chance, you show up late. Number 2, dress appropriately. You saw that in there. Many people dress inappropriately for their interview. Do I have to show you all that again? Let me fill that up just so you can see that. Just, here you go. Right here, the second one, 47%. And these are not high schoolers. These are people that have graduated from college. They have been interacting with adults a whole lot more. They have been interacting with adult topics and subjects and things way more than a high schooler that most of you all are watching this live are. And they are showing up inappropriately dressed. I don't care. Wherever you're applying for, even if it's like McDonald's, a collared shirt will just elevate anything, okay? Not colored, collared. See? Collar like this. A collared, let's go back to the picture that Tydai drew for us. You see? Collared shirt. You don't have to necessarily, a tie at a McDonald's interview would be overkill. You may want to just dress for the occasion, the place that you're going to be in. A collared shirt for a polo shirt with a collar, a button-down shirt, something. Just elevate your look a little bit more than jeans and t-shirt. You don't want to wear jeans to an interview. I don't care where you're interviewing. Jeans is never the order of the day. Jeans just scream American casual. You're American. Well, most of you that are watching are American. If you're not American, listen, no jeans to your interview. Way too casual for any position, regardless of where you're interviewing. Slacks, it can be those khaki slacks, collared shirt, and call it a day. Now, of course, if you're going in into a business office, you're going to be applied in a doctor's office. Read the room. Ask ahead of time if you're not even sure, what do I need to wear? Find out from other employees when you roll up in there, hey, what do you think? What's the attire around here? What do you think I should wear to the interview? Ask your mama and them. Ask your guidance counselor at school, the career development coordinator, what would be the appropriate attire to wear to your interview. Don't show up in there in pajamas, hair bonnet, on not put together well. And here's the next one. Read the room. Hold on. I feel like I need to put a megaphone on this one. Read the room. I understand that you're an individual and you want to represent who you are. The person that's interviewing you may not appreciate extensive tattooing showing, extensive piercings showing. If you are really genuinely interested in doing the job, read the room. Okay. Did you get it? You may have to take one or two of those piercings out if you want the job. If you don't want the job, don't apply. Most places they're going to have, these are Gen Xers like myself, maybe boomers. These are the people that are going to be giving you the job, maybe one or two millennials. Yes, millennials will be giving you a job. They may or may not be accustomed to see piercings everywhere or different style choices. It's okay to assimilate with the work environment that you're in. It doesn't change you on the inside. It doesn't. These are just exterior things. You were not born with any of these things attached to you. It's okay. You're not compromising who you are as a person. And if for some reason you feel that adjusting your style of dress to the environment that you're in will be compromising you, and there's no way that you could sleep at night or just function with or just live with yourself with this compromisation. Compromise. It's just compromise. If you feel that you can't live with it, then don't do it. Just don't apply for that job, okay? All right, there you go. We spent a little time on that one. Number 3, have your ID and your social security card with you. Any kind of government issued ID, photo ID, passport, just a regular ID. Maybe you don't have a driver's license yet, a driver's license. Make sure you have these things with you. Why? There's some of these jobs that they would just hire you right there on the spot. They want people. They need to get some warm butts in those benches. And you have shown up and they're like, yes, sir, start today. Have these documents ready that you could end up filling out these forms in HR right then and there. You just never know. Be prepared. And in the same aspect of being prepared, the same vein of being prepared, have some questions ready. You, of course, have already looked up a little bit about the company. I know, even if it's McDonald's, it doesn't matter. You've already looked up a little bit about what they're about and understand what this organization is all about. Have some questions for them. How about your time off? How often is the schedule released? Who are you going to be reporting to? Of course, these are things that sometimes they would already have gone over with you. You should still have some questions that you have for them. And if they're going over it through the interview, just check them off. It's okay to have a little notebook during the interview, and you can check them off. And if they didn't answer all your questions, then you can proceed with asking some questions of your own. And even if they answered all your questions, have some backup reserved questions. Where do you park? Is this the appropriate dress? Whatever. Have something ready just to continue the dialogue, just so they can see that you're a person that is inquisitive, that is curious about the position, that has been having some thought behind working for this organization, wherever it is, McDonald's, Walmart. I'm talking summer jobs here. Yeah. Okay. Then number 5. Number 5 is don't bring your parents. Look, I'm saying that. You're saying, like, Dr. Dean Eyes, what do you mean? Do you see on there? 19% of people, 19% showed up with their mama and their daddy, or their daddy, at the interview. Like, where they do that at? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Why would you do that? Now you're showing your employee that you're immature. Is your mom going to be calling up there and cursing out the manager if they get your schedule wrong, if they paid you incorrectly? You're trying to establish yourself as like a grown individual, a person that is responsible. You don't need your mom and dad up in there. If you're young, maybe like later on, if you just want to introduce them, like, these are my parents, so they know that you got parents in the back that got your back, so they don't treat you crazy. That's about it. They don't need to be in the interview sitting right beside you answering questions for you. Yeah. Remember, you did. Yeah. You had that experience. Remember, you used to mow lawns. And like jabbing you in the elbow, jabbing you in the side, trying to trigger your memory from stuff that you don't even remember. No, don't do it. Do not do it. Your parents do not belong at your interview with you. They could drop you off. They can give you a little pep talk and kick you out the car as you go into the interview. They should not be walking in the room with you. Got that? Especially not a full-on college graduate. Did y'all see that? These are people that have graduated from college. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, number 6. Did I get myself worked up? I didn't mean to. Have a proper greeting. Hello. Good morning. Know the person's name. Great if you say it. Give a firm handshake. No wet noodle. You hold their hand firmly. You're not trying to break fingers. You're just trying a gentle squeeze. Look them in the eye. This is America. I know in certain cultures, you're not allowed to look people in the eye. Here in America, we look people in the eye. Most of the Western world, we look people in the eye. Have a pleasant look on our face. Hi. Nice to meet you. Thank you. I appreciate the interview. And then, I didn't have that on my list here, but by all means, thank them at the end of the interview. Thank them for their time. Even send a card later on, depending on the type of position. For a McDonald's job, I don't think you need to do that. You don't need to send them a card, nothing like that. But right then and there, you thank them for their time and thank them for the interview and find out when they'll be getting back to you. Number 7. Get rid of your ums and likes and slangs. Word. I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. That was. Let me just give. That's all the slang I can think of. Word. That's like so 1980s. I'm sorry. That's all I could think about. But no likes and ums and yeets and what else is, oh man, I'm sorry. List me some slang words in the comment section below that you could potentially say in an interview that would just not land right. Don't do it. Don't do it. Speak regular, plain old English and save slang language for your boys and your girls on outside. Any other tips that you have for interviews, let me know in the comment section below. There's tons more I could say. This is just the tip of the iceberg, just a response to this outrageous statistic that I saw on the gram. All right, guys.